Hey y'all, hey.
Back to the Book Bestie podcast. I am Aquarius.
And I am Monique, and we are your book besties.
Yes, we
Welcome
are.
back to
Mhm.
another great episode. We have a fun book in store for you guys today to talk about. And yeah, we're getting in the groove, our summer
We
program,
are.
and we're trying to get our book count up
Please,
and
God.
have fun while reading. So I'm excited for the summertime and see what we read, what we accomplish this
Mhm.
summer. Because last summer was a banger. So I'm trying to match that
Me
or
too,
go a little
friend.
higher.
Me too. I'm with you
Yeah,
on it. I'm with you
yeah.
on it 100%. Yes.
Yep. So we hope everybody's having a great start to their summer. So let's go ahead, friend, and talk about. Let's just get right to it.
Yeah.
Okay, right to it. What did you read this past week?
So I read Genesis by Aubrey J. That was really good. Genesis is hilarious. He's funny. So
Okay.
good, funny. And that was all about how it was a second chance romance. She kind of broke up with him when she found out she was pregnant because he doesn't take life seriously. Everything is a big joke. And his family was like, "Girl, he been like this. Why don't you think that he's gonna be?" Everybody knew she was pregnant except for him,
Mhm.
her, his grandmama, everybody. And everybody was, and I love is you gotta give it up to those side characters where her friend was like, "Bitch, stop playing. You know you love that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He take care of you, financially. He's immature as far as like when she came off from work, he was sitting on the couch in a Spider-Man costume, eating
Girl, what?
Cheerios. In his defense, his nephew was over there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he it's just and what she saw was she just panicked and was like, "Oh my God, I don't wanna have 2 kids."
Mhm.
And all of his siblings was like, "What do you mean? This he a beast in the streets." You know what I'm saying? He only do shit like that around you because he don't want to bring the street life home to you. He wanted to be
Mhm.
soft, and
A soft life. Yeah.
it was so good. It was so he made the book because he was funny as hell, but I like how
Okay.
her friends held her feet to the fire and was like, "You gonna miss out on the blessing." Well, he didn't let her because he was a little psycho, just like,
Mhm.
you would enjoy it. 5-star breed. It's Aubrey J.
Right.
It's Aubrey J.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Part 2 by Nina. Holy shit. I just have to girl. It's Nina. It's hard to say because it's Nina. If Nina drops a book, just go read the book. Just go read the book. I had never experienced italicized words throughout the first half of the book. Now, it does say part 2, and when I said to my friend, she was like, "I told you I ain't read no series. We're part 1." I said, "Honey, the name of the book is part 2. There is no parts. There's no part." I know I'm guilty and people are on edge, so I can't be too mad at her because I am known for throwing you into a series, okay?
Mhm.
This is not a series, but the way Nina can get you tapped into it was hard to pick a side because you know why he did what he did a little, not all the way, but you could see how it happened.
Okay.
And then with the females part, it was God, how did I get here? We was on this whirlwind, sped up fast track in college, loving each other, and it just took off from there. And her journey was all about her losing her identity because he was going to be a lawyer. So yes, she was happy to be his wife, but she kind of that became it and she became overwhelmed with it. So you kind of see how, things happen with that. Very good story. That's one of those stories that'll stick with you. Straight out of Dave County by Diamond D. Johnson. Y'all know I love Diamond. I love her real bad. And I'm just, enjoying myself. This is book 2 that I'm reading. From and baby, I'm in love with Montana. I love Montana real bad. Like Montana is that uh, you go on a couple's trip, he brings somebody, you bring somebody, y'all end up fucking. Each other. Like, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I hope she pregnant. Please, God, I hope she pregnant. Let's
Yeah,
die.
you be wanting that baby. You wanting that baby.
I'm like, God, let them go back home and this girl is sick. Please, Lord. Please, Jesus. Please give her the little flu-like symptoms that they all think they got. It is really a baby, okay?
Mm.
Because the banter, they act like they hate each other, but they really
Mhm.
do love each other. Man, I love that so much. It don't make no damn sense. And of course, our book that we are reading, which is 20 Years of Separation. And this is a new author to both of us, right? It's a new author
Mhm,
to
right?
Instagram. And I think it's Shea Marie. Am I pronouncing it right? You know, you have to help
Mhm,
me in my Memphis
that's what it look
accent.
like.
Okay, friend. Okay. So this what I read. I'm so happy. I ain't had no list. I ain't had no list for you in the last episode. I
You
feel like
got it,
I'm coming
friend.
back. I'm
You
coming back.
coming back. You
Mm-hmm.
coming back, and you sound like you read some good
Been
ones.
read. I did, friend.
Well, I read Catch 22 by Takara. That was really good. I read Color Me Broken by Camille V. That was super, super good. I listen.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I have no words. Like
One
that.
fatal decision, which I think was her fatal decision when she was at work, is what threw that into that. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think he should have failed for it,
Mhm.
but I believe her actions, had she not did what she did at work, there wouldn't have been any evidence for your raggedy ass best
Right.
friend. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you have to. I stood back for a minute because I was so pissed, and I was like, let me look at it from a different angle. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, we can put the blame on him. Yeah, he should have went to her. In his mind, he was saving her, but at the same time, he was wrong. Ain't no, he
Mhm.
was wrong, but if you had to really look in the mirror and see, she should have took her
Yeah, she
ass
she
home.
definitely was
The
wrong.
fuck you
Yeah.
doing it at work for? Take your ass home. When everybody else around you said, go the fuck home, and you want to be superwoman and stay at work the rest of the day.
Mhm.
Girl, bye. I ain't
Yeah.
That pissed me off big time. I'm so
Mhm.
glad you read it. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
it
one.
was
That's a good
good.
one. That's a good
It
one.
was good. I was like, you know what? It was so much drama going on. It
Mm-hmm.
just really showed you the struggle that relationships have,
Yes.
and the choices that you make can definitely affect a relationship.
Yes.
And when you think you're doing something right, but you're really not,
Right.
how it can really just tear up a relationship that was once strong and, you know what I'm saying, had a great bond and, everything was not necessarily perfect, but everything was cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know she had her insecurities with, the whole thing of
Everything of
not
the
being able to
baby.
give him what he asked
Right.
for,
But
but
he wasn't
he wasn't
stressed. He
tripping.
wasn't
Right, he
tripping.
wasn't
She was
tripping.
tripping. She
Yeah,
was
and so
tripping. The envy of who you have in your circle. That right there was, to me, one of the ultimate betrayals in that book.
mm,
It's like this bitch is all up in your face, smiling in your face, all that kiki, he won't get your man, answer you.
mhm,
No, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
My thing is when she noticed, like when she came to pick her up and they were going wherever they was
Mm.
going out or whatever, and she noticed how she was looking at him. It's like you knew then that on her end at least something wasn't right. Why do you keep talking to her? Why do you keep
Yeah.
bringing her around? Like when she brought her in the house to use the bathroom, that
Mhm.
bitch, you're
Mhm.
gonna have to pee on the street. You should have
I
peed
know
at the
that's right.
club. You're gonna have to go home,
I love it,
something.
friend. I love it,
You know?
friend.
So yeah,
I
it was
agree.
it was a
That
good
was
story.
so good. It had me
It
so
was so
locked
good.
in. Like, I was in that book like, "This
Mhm.
bitch, I can't wait till she needs to be exposed," because
Mm,
you could just tell that she was gonna kick her ass when she found out about it. But,
yeah.
baby, when she found out and she set the house on fire, bitch, I was yes.
The Angela Bassett.
You know I like
No,
a
the
good
left eye.
crash out. I said, "What in the left eye is going on here, baby?" I'm good for a I feel like we're back, friend. Do you feel back? Do you feel like you're back? I feel
Yeah.
like we were off
It was
for a
good.
nice minute. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah.
the hell out of
We
it for
getting back in
sure.
the groove. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
really good. She 2 for 2 for me.
Yeah.
So I ain't got no complaints. 2 for 2.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm loving it. So, what else did I read? Well, I did the reread of Capone 1 and 2 because we're back in the Delgado Nights right now. So it just reminded me like I can't stand these people.
Yes.
Like
You forgot
I
because we're
forgot
all way
because
down here and we're all way down here
I
and go,
barely remember the things I read last week. Okay,
ma'am.
now like you say, certain stories are gonna stick with you, and for the most part, I remember Capone's story and all
Yeah.
that. But like just certain little things that I forgot about, I was like, oh, I just want to punch somebody in the face,
I
like
do too.
Naeem,
Naheem, like,
Tasha,
what the fuck, Naheem?
Timmy,
Timmy, what the
Trilla.
fuck?
Like
Trill I forgot all about Trilla, hell. I didn't
I did
forgot all
too.
about Trilla
Hmm.
because as you progress throughout it, you get bigger ops. You get bigger fish
Right.
to fry. I forgot this version of Capri. Capri not Big Mama yet. Capri is
No,
no, she's not.
she's immature.
She's
Mhm.
very immature. She's still a crash out because she was raised
She
by some crazies, okay? But I definitely feel like, especially with her friendships and learning who is your friend and who is not your friend,
yeah.
I think she's a pushover a little bit in that
Mm,
scenario because I would have dog walked Tasha old ass. I didn't know
mhm,
Tasha was 10 years older than Capri. I didn't know it was that huge ass age gap.
mhm,
I had no clue. That's why I say that second read is you are able to slow down and really focus on
mhm.
what is
Right.
happening in the story.
Mhm.
So that was for me this week. I'm not done with 2. I'm almost done with 2. I'm
I am,
close.
yeah. Mhm.
I'm close.
Yeah, so and then, of course, the book that we read this week that we're getting ready to talk about.
Yes.
So, I feel good. I feel like, I'm back in the groove of things and
My friend
everything's
back,
moving
y'all.
along. Yeah, I'm not slow poking it no more. I'm back, baby. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into tonight's book. Like Aquarius said, this is a new author to us.
Mhm.
I found this book off of, I should have wrote his name down because I
We
can't even
should
remember
have because
what
he
his
was
name is.
definitely he be on it too, baby.
Yeah.
As
He
soon as
did
you
a
sent
book
it to me,
review.
I followed him. I was like, "I'm following him.
Mhm.
This is my
Yeah, he's
next."
so adorable. I love him. But as soon as he started talking about it, I was like, "Ah, yeah, this is one that we need to read. This sounds like
It
an
us.
Aquarius and Monique read right here." Yes.
Yes, I
This sounds
did,
like they got
friend.
book besties all over
And
it,
that's why I
okay?
hurry up and try I said, we need to read this book." You know what I'm saying? "We need to read this book. This right here. This is us, for sure."
Yes. Oh my God. So this book is by Shea Marie, like I said, a new author to us. But we're definitely gonna, look into some other books because it was really good. And the book is called Color Me. No, I'm sorry. It's called 20 Years of Separation.
Mm, mhm.
And yeah, you want to tell them a little bit about the book Aquarius and
God, oh my God. Okay, where do I start? There was so much going on in this book. So you have the main female character. I can't remember names right now, y'all, so bear with me. But the main female character is in a marriage and it starts off terrible. Okay. She goes to work and her husband's mistress come up to her at work and was like, listen, this you in the way. This is my man. He don't agree with you. That crazy,
right out the
crazy.
gate,
Right out the gate, like, she just
first
put her
chapter.
first chapter, baby, you just jump right into that, and, she basically go home and she confronts him, and he lies, and all the things, and she that pissed me off. She ends up leaving, out of the house
Hmm.
and going to a hotel, a really nice hotel, and, so she starts drinking, and guess what we do when we start drinking, ladies? You start getting ideas.
We being a hoe.
For being a hoe because she's connected to the mistress. Follow me, okay?
Okay.
To the mistress, her husband. She is doing the work for him as like a contractor to build him a house, right? So she calls him. He like, why you calling me after hours? We don't have that type of relationship. She was like, that bitch ain't your bitch, dog.
Sorry to tell you,
But that bitch ain't your bitch, dog.
she a hoe. You know
But I
she
ain't
a
gonna
hoe.
tell you the whole story. You gotta come meet me in person. And I'm just gonna say it takes off from freaking there. Friend, let's get into it.
I already knew that first chapter. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a lot to unpack here
Mhm,
because, baby,
mhm, 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 mhm,
the lies, the deceit, the
mhm,
sneakiness,
mhm.
like what are y'all these are professional.
They
I
are
was telling Aquarius that I thought that this was gonna be kind of like a
ratchet,
hood, ghetto,
mhm.
ratchet book. No, these are professionals,
These are
okay?
they are.
They just let you know these professionals, they be having some shit going on.
Hello, and we love it.
Yeah, we do.
It's not. Be careful what you wish for, because there's still drama.
Oh girl, like I said, this is the first chapter. Oh girl shows
Mhm.
up. I was like, I'm gonna like make your life
She
miserable if
did.
you think I'm not. I'm still gonna be on his dick. Like I
Yeah.
don't care what you're talking about. If you get in the way, it's gonna be a problem. I'll make your
Ooh,
life hell.
and she
And she
did.
like,
That wasn't an
yes,
empty
she
threat.
definitely did. Mm-mm. No, no. She stood on it for
She
sure.
did stand on it, but
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out it was so much laid on us, you know what I'm saying, that you had to before you get a minute to process one thing, some
Mm-hmm.
major thing was, like, right around the corner. These are spoiler alerts. Go read the book because I'm about to say some of the major parts in the book. The first bomb, was that because it didn't say she had a daughter in the beginning. Okay, we learned that
Mhm.
she has a daughter that is like 19 or 20,
Mhm.
and it's not her husband's daughter. I'm like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? I'm like, who is her daddy?
Mhm.
Her daddy in jail. Okay, that's where you get the 20 years from. Okay, I saw the
All right,
connect.
because you didn't read the synopsis, did you? Because I know
You
you
know
don't
I
read
never do.
synopsis.
You know I never
See,
read
I did, so
synopsis.
I was kind of hip a little bit.
Read the synopsis, Marie.
Peace. Yeah, I'm a synopsis girl. I
So
gotta have
none
a
of
little
that was a
peace.
shock. Okay, so now I need to stop and I need you to tell me what was all revealed in the synopsis part of the book. Now that I've read it, I don't mind.
Well, in the synopsis, it said that Shador, thought she had this perfect life with her husband Trent
Okay.
until it wasn't perfect anymore. And it did say that Shador had got with Trent, which was Fendi, which is her baby daddy.
Mhm.
Follow me, okay? Her baby daddies, they were best friends. Trent and
Mhm.
Fendi were best friends,
So
okay?
none of that was a
And
shock. Oh
yeah,
shit.
Fendi got incarcerated. He was gone for 19, 20
Mhm.
years. And during that process, Trent and Shador became close. It started off as, just comforting each other because they both took a loss by losing someone going to be put into the prison system. But then it blossomed into a love affair and they ended up getting married. So it did say that in the synopsis, and then
Damn.
it also said that Fendi was now getting out, and what was going to basically like, is this love going to sustain, or is Fendi and Shadura going to get back together? Because those thoughts
Right.
she had that were put
Yes.
away, they
Friend.
were
Oh
really not
my
put away.
God. I guess y'all do get something out of reading a synopsis
And
because
yeah,
all
I
that
have
shit
to.
was a shock for me. Could you imagine me on the other side? Like, I didn't know what the heck. I go in blind every time.
Oh, because you didn't expect it. But even when I didn't spoil anything for me, because
Okay.
it just gave me the base of what was
What was
going
gonna
on.
happen? Okay.
But it didn't reading synopsis for me doesn't spoil the book to me. It just gives me a little taste, just kind of put me in the space so I know what's happening.
Right, with the okay, so you
It's hard
knew.
for me to go.
I was shocked. Like, I was floored when I figured out that that was his best friend. Like, that
Yeah.
was a sit up straight moment because I'm always laying down reading. I was like, no, she didn't get with his
Hmm.
girl. Like, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy, but I also enjoy listening to you. I still would have wanted to read it had you told me that. And
Yeah.
I still would have been like, okay, let me go over and read it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't take away from what I
It's just
thought.
like a book review.
Right.
When you hear
You're
somebody
right.
do a book review, it's the
You're
same thing.
right.
You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? It doesn't spoil for me.
So what about I keep feeling like we have these terrible shitty ass moms because her mom still kept saying he was still a good man.
Hmm. Well, that's
Why is
because her mom didn't know
what
what
was
was
going
really going
on?
on.
I'm
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, she did
Now,
hide it from
even
her mom.
though she did say, "No, he cheated on me,"
Mhm.
she did take up for him, but she didn't really know, no, you know what I'm
What
saying?
was
So, in her
happening.
defense, she didn't know what they were really going through, and she just thought her daughter. But my thing is with the moms, like, if your daughter comes to you and say, "Hey," and I was wondering
Come
why
on, friend.
when she told her, "No, he's having an affair," and her mom combated that and was like, "Girl, it's all in your head. Why didn't she tell her?" Because she didn't
Yeah,
tell her.
she
No, the
didn't.
bitch showed up at my job. She told her
Mhm.
sister, but she didn't tell
She
the
did.
mom.
She
And
did.
that was a perfect time to lay it all out on the line for mama to let mama know, baby, your trend ain't who you think he is.
Right.
But
And
for
she
me,
go ahead.
go ahead. If my daughter comes to me and tells me something like, he's cheating on me, mom. He had a baby on me, or he gave me a disease, or whatever. I'm going to take my daughter's side. I don't care how much I love this man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my child's side because that's mine. First of
I
all.
think that's new age parents are that way because I feel like depending on what generation your parent is from, older parents are different. I would have to say. I would say that they're more like, well, he's still paying your bills. Has he done anything else? Oh, he did it one time. I feel like the older generation is even their generation before them are those grandmothers who you know how it is, where you got people on different side and granddaddy got, You got aunties and
Yeah, that's what
uncles,
they used to.
that's what they're
Long as he
used
paying
to,
the
and long
bills
as
and
he
taking care
paying
of
bills and
home.
taking care of home, I mean, grandmama never worked, but times have changed, okay? And even for my I wouldn't. Also, I feel like they were, even back then, financially broken because they didn't work outside the home. They weren't the breadwinners. So what can you do if papa ass is out here creating families on the side and your ass ain't got no damn job? Okay, where you
Nothing.
going? What is the alternative?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't even know if shelters was out back then.
Mhm.
You gonna
Right.
take, and then you gotta think about it, because back then they had 11, 12, 13, 14 fucking kids. Who taking them to a fucking shelter? I'm
Mhm.
staying too at this point. But I think with us, it's different. You know what I mean? It's more like, he did what? Fuck that nigga.
Ah, baby.
Don't come to me. We fighting. What we doing? What we doing? Fuck him and his family. You want me to
Mhm.
go get my friend Michelle and Vita? Vita still got that
Yeah.
crowbar, don't it? What we
Mhm.
doing? We
Yeah, we
ride at
fucking shit
dawn.
up.
We fucking shit up. You wanna drink about it,
We
wanna
fucking
cry
shit up,
about it, what we
baby.
finna do, but what we ain't
Mhm.
finna do is we ain't finna take it.
Yeah.
We ain't finna,
Absolutely
you know what I'm
not.
saying? I think it's just that, and I feel like it's just because I've been reading shitty moms. I feel like I've been in a shitty mom era for the last 6 books. I mean, with all of them. So I really wasn't shocked that she was like, well, but you also didn't paint the full picture for her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and you gotta think too, when people are married and you tell them stuff about their husband or some, you gonna end up taking them back. So what do we do? What am I doing?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that too. And I feel
yeah.
like she didn't paint the full picture for her mom.
Yeah.
But the sister, they was locked in. She not only painted the sister, that's when you and your sister locked in. When you calling her in the midst of things happening, when she dropped that
Mhm.
motherfucking baby off. She dropped that baby
Mhm.
off, and that sister was like, I know you lying. That's my response. That's how me and my sisters be on the phone. I
Mhm.
be like, now what now?
Say that again.
Say that, girl, wait a minute, let me close my office door and say it again. Say it again. Girl, what you, being a married woman, and I've been in a situation before, and I don't know if I told you this before, where I had a friend and we were close, and her husband was physically abusive. And it's just so many times you're gonna come out. First of all, we was young, so I didn't understand. When I say
Mm.
young, we were like 19 and 20.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you? When I say she is beautiful, gorgeous, back then, I was like, what are you doing? Why are we accepting this? I was like, so it came repetitive. And she got pregnant. He was still doing it. Then he ended up going to jail, friend. And it was, even back then, I was like, I never tell anybody to leave their husband. I was like, but baby, I was like, one of these times, you're not gonna make it to be able to come over to my
Mhm.
house in the middle of the night and tell me what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
I was like, you about to get ready to have a baby. I was like, you can go back home with your mama. I was like, your mama, knew her folks. Girl, I will tell you that the friend, end up telling her husband, I'm calling my husband saying, tell your wife to mind her own motherfucking business, to stay the fuck up out of mine, telling my wife to leave me. And it was like, I kill that bitch before she go anywhere. Interesting. I never talked to her a day after that. That was it. That was all I had. I did. You can't call me. You can't call.
Mhm.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
I can pray for you. That doesn't hurt
Mhm.
me. That doesn't put me in the middle of your shit. Because now that I'm older and I look back, I mean, anything, he could have came to my house with a gun and be like, bitch,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
bitch, he don't
Killed
give a
all
fuck. He
y'all.
right. Because he obviously
Mhm.
don't give a fuck about you. You in the hospital every other
Right.
motherfucking week.
Mhm.
But I,
And that be the thing, like when people are in situations like that, it's just so hard, whether they're in an abusive relationship, whether they're in
yes,
a crackhead, you
yes.
know, it's like if for her to go and tell him what you said,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
number one, she's not ready. She's not ready to move on, right? Number two, why would you even go do that? Something that because you run to me when
Every
you're in
time.
trouble.
Every
I'm your
time.
safe space. Now you
Every
don't have
time
a
a
safe
safe space.
space.
I have to cut you off because now your toxicity is
Yeah.
pouring off into my life and my
Mhm.
relationship, and that wasn't.
Right.
And also when I was 19, I didn't know. You don't know, really. I just know that my daddy always said men not supposed to put their hands on a woman.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you what my daddy told me. Shit, that's not,
Yeah.
as far as 19, that's all I know. That's
Yeah. I
all
mean,
I know.
situations like that, until that person is ready to make a change, it doesn't matter what anyone says, and that's
Yeah.
just unfortunate part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't, of course, you don't want to see your loved ones, your friends go through
Right.
things like that. But when they're going through stuff and you're giving them the advice, you're willing to help them and give them new placement, or do whatever it is
Yeah,
that you can on your
everything,
end to
friend.
assist, and they don't want it until their mind is made up. There's absolutely nothing you can do, unfortunately. So
Right.
it sucks,
It
but
does,
it
it
is the way
does.
it is.
And she
And
went back, and I think they went on to have a relationship for a good 5, 6 years before then until, you see on Facebook that they're divorced, and you're like, "Wow, I didn't think I'd see the day that
yeah, well, happy
would
for her.
take
I'm
place."
glad they did
I
get
am
divorced and
too,
made
but
and
we
she made
could
it out.
never be friends again. We could
Mhm.
never. We could never be
Yeah.
friends
I
again.
can't even trust you with your own information.
Hello. Hello.
You
But
it ain't even my information.
that was a learning experience because I was crying to my sister 'cause when I say we was thick of thieves, baby, every Saturday, every Sunday, we together going shopping with each other kids, and but this time I think I only had Junior. And kids same age. It's just I don't know. I was just like, I didn't understand. I couldn't understand. I was like, why would she go back and
Yeah,
say him the fuck out? Bitch, I'm trying to save you.
you're right.
I don't want you to die.
Mhm.
You know?
Didn't appreciate it.
Didn't
Yep.
appreciate it. Then we stopped being friends. But it is
Yeah.
what it is. But
Yeah.
like in the book, you know, they had a lot of shit going on.
Mhm. Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
They had a lot of shit
So,
going on. What else that was happening that you what was some parts you enjoyed in the book? What was a good moment for you?
enjoyed first thing, I enjoy her having sex with the mistress husband. Way to get back. Way to get your lick back, baby. Way to, but what killed me was that he thought he was gonna start a life with her. She was like, "Man, that was just a one-time thing."
Definitely thought she was. I
She was
thought
well, I knew she wasn't. I take that back. I knew
you
she
did
wasn't
because you
because
knew
I already
the
knew a boy was getting out.
to me
But
to me in my brain there was a love triangle.
I
You
thought for
didn't
a
even have
minute
a triangle.
I thought for a minute that they would have something more than that one night before our boy showed back up again. I did think it'll be a little bit and then he'll show up like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And break all that shit up.
Their chemistry
But
wasn't like
no,
her and Cindy's chemistry. Her and Cindy's chemistry was just like, I love the, "Oh my god, I hate you, but let's do it anyway." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, "Oh my
yeah,
god, get away from me. I can't stand you," but then you end up folding
yeah.
anyway. Like, I love stories like that.
Because at the end of the day, when that person is your person, even though she was trying to fight it, she couldn't help it. And like when he came that first night and spent the night with her at the hotel, and she thought he wanted to have sex, and he was like, "No, I just want to
I'm
lay
like,
next to you, skin to skin." That was so romantic, so sweet.
"No, we
You
weren't
know,
doing it. No, I wasn't doing it. Mm-mm. Now Imma have to if it comes to you just
riding like a
I'm telling you right now, friend, I'm saddle up. I'm saddle up. I ain't seen you in forever, and it's time for it to go down because my life is a mess.
yeah. But I
Why
thought
not
that
keep
was sweet.
fucking it up? Why not keep making bad decisions? Whoop-de-doo, okay?
At this point, my whole life is a bad
My
decision,
whole
so we're gonna keep
hello,
making them.
I am living out of a hotel, okay, sir? Come on, do whatever it is you need to do. I thought that when she didn't end up pregnant, I before they announced that the other man was sterile, you know what I'm saying? Then they say that it was something about, like, he was sterile. I
Yeah,
was like I kinda believed her. I was like, "What? You what? What is happening here? You pregnant by who is the baby daddy?" But let's talk about little mama over here, Fendi's other baby mama. Fendi made some fucked up decisions before he
he
went to
did.
jail.
He did,
He made some
and
fucked up
afterwards when
afterwards
he got
and
out,
afterwards, yeah, for sure.
because I was shocked to know that him and no girl was bind by paper. I was shocked.
When that hoe
I didn't
sent that
expect that.
invitation in them, some people deserve to be mollywopped.
But why? For what? And then when she said, "Oh, I didn't think she was really gonna show up," bitch. What the
You a
fuck
lie.
did you
What you
think was
think was
gonna
gonna happen?
happen? You
I
did
can't
that so she would show up,
I can't
so she
stand
could
a
see.
if nobody can have if I can't have you, can't nobody have you type of ass bitch. Like, hmm, it just really pissed me off the way she behaved. Like,
Mhm.
she showed her ass for no
She
reason.
did.
Like,
Mhm.
I get he married you, but you gotta know that he was doing all of those things out of hurt and
Yeah.
pain.
Mm.
And he really loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mhm.
did love that he loved Shador. He just was young, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You make terrible decisions in your 19, 20, and then she was also hurt that you got with my best friend while I'm locked
Mhm.
up. hurt, and that would. I could see how. Well,
Yeah.
what little control do you have over what's happening on the outside when you locked up? You don't,
Mhm.
right? So this person is coming to visit you. You're lonely. I get it. This bitch was showing up on all the visitations, all the phone calls, all the letters. That's better as opposed to nothing. And
But
then
why was Shador not showing up? Because when she went, old girl was there with a baby. Let's not forget that he had a baby
he
on
did,
her.
he
Like,
did.
you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
did,
so
and then why not tell her the entire truth when you had an opportunity to? Because you left the door open to break. It took a lot for her to open up to you again because you broke her trust, right? So whatever wall she had built up, she let it down a little bit only
mhm.
for you to go back, and then there's something else,
Yeah, I
right?
didn't expect it. I did not expect
I
that.
didn't see that. I was like, "What is happening right now?"
'Cause I just knew he wouldn't fuck up no more. You know what I'm saying?
I did,
Yeah,
I did, but I do
I
like
didn't.
a fresh out of jail in shape ass nigga.
He was fine, you know?
So I was
Yeah.
definitely like, you're not gonna come to the door with your shirt off, and I'm not gonna offer myself on a
Mhm.
silver platter,
Yeah. Yeah.
and especially with my tumultuous marriage, people are hurting me, and I'm ready to hurt some people. You know what I
Right,
mean?
exactly. Hurt people.
People I know that was so in the book. I mean, she threw all the things in there, but she did it so well that it was
Yeah.
enjoyable, it was pleasant. It was like,
Mhm.
"Yes, yes, keep."
Yeah, even though it was a short story, it had a lot of
It
action-packed
had a
things in
lot.
there,
It's like, soon
and
as you are getting used to one thing, it was
mhm.
like, bam, something else
Yeah.
happened. I was like,
There were so many babies involved in the
"I like
situation.
that
I
though."
just
I like babies. I
I know
love babies. I like babies. I don't care how they get here. I don't care
there
if it was a secret
was so
baby
many babies.
is in their 20s. I don't care. It doesn't matter as long as somebody had a baby.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a lot going on, but like you said, it was a short read too. It was only like 200 and something
What
pages,
a good
but
palate cleanser. If you're reading something right
yeah,
now, I feel like that's a good throw that in there.
it was. It was action packed, you know what I'm saying? And
It took me like 4
it was a
hours
good
to
story.
read it. It took like 4 hours. I said today, it took me like 4, maybe 5, but I would say 4 to
Yeah.
get through it, and I was so happy and
Mhm.
tickled, like I just been a fly on the wall in somebody's
Yeah.
business, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kinda wanted more because the way it
Me
ended,
too.
I thought, man, I said when I got done, I said, "Let me go see if this is a part of the series because I know there must be a book too, but,
I did too,
no.
and I
Mm-mm.
kept pressing it, y'all know how we read it on Kindle, and you know how you rate it, and then you go, like, and click off, and you like, "Okay," and it just kept saying, "You're done." I was like, "What do you mean? Ain't nothing else behind here, shit, turn it off." I was
Baby,
just
it wasn't no author notes,
it
it
wasn't no
wasn't no
other notes.
prologue or
I'm like,
epilogue,
"Wait, do we not
trigger
get," and it
warning.
wasn't trying to tell you to go to something the next thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually it'd be like, there'll be continuation of their story or
Mm,
whatever. I did wanna see a little bit of that because I wanted it was how does it work? What does that look like when you have
yeah.
a baby in your 40s? What
Yeah.
obstacles do they have? Does the other man pop back up? What is going on? I know they got a divorce, but was it amicable?
Right.
What was that like? I do have some
Did he
questions.
put up a fight? Right. Mhm.
Does he still try to come around because he definitely felt like he raised her daughter?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when he popped up at the damn graduation, he was like, "What the fuck you mean? Why? What do you mean, why am I here?"
Yeah, he just knew. He was like, I'm supposed to be here,
And I was
baby.
like, "Where your
Sorry.
new baby,
The
bitch? What
real
the fuck?"
daddy's here."
Right, the real daddy, baby. I love when she said that, the real daddy here. Bio
Right.
dad is here. No, thank you. We don't
Uh,
need you, sir. Yeah, you and your little dirty
we
penis.
don't need you no
Keep it
more.
moving. We don't
Sorry.
need you. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah. And then I wanted to see when she dropped the baby off to his office, I wanted to see how he handled that
Absolutely.
once she left. I wanted to
Absolutely.
know what did he do.
I did too because that's different. He made it very crystal clear that he didn't want any kids. And now you have a kid. And what do you do with him? You don't even know how to
Mhm.
change diapers. You don't know how to do anything.
Right. Talk about taking him to the shelter. Boy, please.
Boy, you know that child belong to you. How the hell you
Mhm.
gonna drop it off at the shelter? I'm very concerned, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then we need to know what was her name, Cheyenne or whatever.
I want to see
Yeah, we need to know.
what she was doing.
Right.
Look cray cray. Because
Mhm.
maybe that baby needed to be on medication and locked up in somebody's
Yeah.
institution. because
Mhm.
something wasn't quite right with her. When she dropped that baby off and said she didn't drop her off to his office because that's where she worked and she was trying to be professional, I lost my shit. What do you mean, bitch? Ain't nothing professional about you. You are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I it definitely this could have definitely been a series. Like we could have got at
Absolute
least 3 books out of it
absolutely. We
for
could at least
sure.
got 2 out of this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is some
Yeah.
untold story there.
Mhm. Right. But
Definitely, because you got 2 crazy bitches on both sides. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you got and we can run with them. I love how sometimes we forget that those characters do make the story. They
Yeah.
make it great because, baby, I loved it.
Yeah.
Boldness, though, dropping the baby off at the wife's job is
'Cause she was bold from the start, from
she
chapter
was.
1, baby.
Oh,
She
when
she
she
was
pulled up, the pull up.
she was
And you gonna
plenty
threaten
bold.
me about my man? The auda and then you got a man.
Hey, got one. A
Make it make
husband.
sense. A doting, loving one. What was your reasoning for stepping out on this nigga? You got bored?
Yeah,
What?
basically, because she was saying he
He
wasn't
was.
around
He wasn't around.
like that because he was busy working. But man, like, come on, bro.
Baby.
She just really thought she was fin her and True was gonna run off into the sunset. No, ma'am.
So look,
He
and
don't
she
want
really
your ass.
and she
He
the
don't want
thing
you.
about you, she kept mentioning that she was in the way. You're in the way. You keeping me and my man from each other. Honey, no. Honey, no.
Yeah.
When we heard his perspective, it was you were definitely a jump off. You were
Mhm.
definitely just sex. I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? But back to what we were saying before, I feel like we repeat this a lot, is that men are capable of having a physical, just to be physical when they're having sex, and women is
Yeah.
always physical and emotional.
Mhm.
Eventually, there are some dog women that can do it.
Yeah.
You go through a period in your life where you can. But baby, when you 9 times out of 10, there's an emotional connection
Yeah.
involved in
For
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you don't
Yep.
stay, especially if the longer you do it, the longer you are
Mhm.
invested with that person, but men
Yeah.
just I'm here to do my thing, going about my business, mind your business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was really good. We definitely highly recommend checking it
Yeah,
out if you have not already. Good, like you said, good palate cleanser,
it is.
but packed with a lot of action and drama, messiness. So yeah, check it out if you have not already. I give it a 5 star.
5, I give it 5 too. I did
Mhm.
rate it, I gave it 5
Yeah,
on
and I'm
Good.
interested to see what else she's got in her
I am
catalog and to
definitely
check out.
interested. I started following her, so I'm like, every time I get a new author under my belt, I always go and follow them because
Mhm.
to see what you're working on, what
Yeah.
next. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the new releases of the week.
Mhm.
So we have Think It's a Game 2 by Nick Mills. This
Nick
is on
Nate! I
audio.
saw that.
Y'all
Yes, Nick Nate.
Nick been, they've been rolling out.
They have. You said it was gonna come in the summer, friend. You predicted it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see, we got The Misconnection by Tia Williams. So all those Tia Williams fans out there, that book just came out yesterday. The Summer Girlfriend by Christina Forrest.
I
That
saw
book
that.
came out yesterday. I'm actually gonna go see Christina Forrest tomorrow. She's gonna be here
Girl,
in St.
friend,
Louis.
shut up. Are you serious?
Yes,
I'm so
friend. Yes, I
jealous.
forgot all
Girl,
about
you
it.
better
I
you
got the
take
email
pictures.
today.
You better post
Yeah.
everything. Imma live
Mhm.
through you,
So
friend.
yeah, I'm gonna go check her out tomorrow. And then we got Spin the Block by Faith L. Smith.
Saw that.
Now this sounds like something we need to put on our I haven't read the synopsis yet, but just the cover, it looked like it reminded me of one of them old school, urban fiction
Okay,
covers.
okay,
Like it
okay.
just looked
Club
like something we might
photos,
want to get
baby.
into.
You ain't gonna hit me with the club photos and think I ain't finna go look at it, baby. You the 99 and the 2000s, friend.
It kind of gives that to me a little bit. So I
Okay.
gotta check it out and yeah, we might have to check that one out. I have a list from last week that we didn't get to. Because there was a lot of stuff last week. And well, really, we haven't because we took a little couple of weeks break.
Yeah.
So it was some things that came out. So um, we got Taste by Taisha B. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
That's
My
right.
apologies.
That's right. It's how
Tahishi
you should be.
B.
Mhm.
Okay. City of Saints. This is Ivy's story by B. Nicole Anderson. Cage Her Heart by Jazz. And this is I think this is book 2. of the Cage Me In series. Hellcat Barbies by Charity Shane, Imani Story. That came out on audio. Another Nick Mills. That's what I say. Nick Mills putting out these audio books
Yes,
back.
baby.
Hard for the Next by Nick Mills. Parachutes Book 2 came out on audio.
Okay. Okay.
Married to the Money by the Tasha Marie. Finding My Way by is it Kyra Cachet? Is it Kyra
I
Cachet
never
or Kira? I think it's Kai. I don't know if it's Kyra Cachet. Girl, we some of these I need to look. We need a
I
pronunciation key
know.
for some of the
I
names.
know. It's
But
not easy.
but I know the last part is Cachet. I want
Okay.
to say it's Kyria Cachet. I don't know. But all the girls know who she is.
You
So
follow a
she's
lot
pretty
of
popular.
people. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a lot of books that came out, and well, good for summer reading. Pick one.
Summer.
Yes, we love it. Let's talk about real quick how old girl, I think what is it, Ali
Honey.
Rose or
Oh,
whatever tried to
honey.
trademark
Honey.
how
What
girls read.
honey, what in the white
Baby,
woman,
what
stealing
are
the
you
black
doing?
women culture, okay? I love how quick we were on it, right?
How
We
dare you,
all
ma'am?
know based upon and I looked, I immediately went to Hot Girls Read, you trademarked it. Then I went to go look at her shit. Bitch, ain't shit hot about shit with your polo collared honey, no. Honey, no. Honey, no. We know that that term was definitely coined by an African American woman.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. For sure. For sure. She fucked up. If she didn't know she did. She knows now because I saw the apology,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I saw
Mm-hmm.
the apology video. I saw the she fucked up. Didn't nobody tell her that we over here and we gonna stand 10 toes down on
Yeah.
what's ours and we not gonna just sit around and let you take and take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that they think they can just do anything
Yes.
is what
Entitlement, baby.
really gets me. Yeah, it's just like let us live.
Right.
There's so much going on right now as it is, and it's like why something as broad as Hot Girl reads. Like,
Yeah.
what would make you think
That's so
that you could trademark that, try to keep people from using that name. You know how long that name has been circulating around?
right.
Like you came in, you thought you were going to trademark it
Yep.
and nobody would be able to
Save it, baby.
use it. And did you even research like to look up, okay, what other businesses are already using this name?
Hey,
Or why didn't you just use the name but without trademarking, just like
right.
everybody else is doing?
Right.
There's more than one company that has Hot Girls Read on their
Absolutely.
merchandise.
I've seen stickers, I've seen T-shirts, I've seen cups,
Yeah.
I've seen everywhere.
You could have still sold your stuff with Hot Girls Read on it without trademarking it, trying to
Absolutely.
prevent African Americans, because
Yeah.
that's what you're really trying to
That's what she
prevent,
was trying to
right?
prevent, right? And she's
Yeah.
definitely going through telling them to take it down off their stuff. I don't believe the lie that she told where
Oh, she's right. She
oh,
talking
baby,
about, I
you
didn't say that.
maybe you definitely did, and you're trying to save face, but honey, it's
Mhm.
too late. When even your counterparts were coming to you about it. You know what I mean? Like I did. I ran across a couple of about Caucasian girls that were like, no, no, no. And a lot of them were saying that they were actually one of the ones that was printing the stickers at them. Was like, yeah, here's my stickers. They're still for sale. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the audacity. I'm not, but I can't say that I'm surprised. I
I'm
can't.
not either. I'm
I
not shocked at all. That's what happens. That's what,
right.
anything to
That
try
belongs
to
to us.
prevent us
Yes.
from having success, from growing,
But it's the
from taking over.
it's
But
the
at the end of the day, we're always going to take over.
yes, baby, because we're so unique.
We're resilient.
It's resilient and they want so bad to be us, right? Because why would you do all the things to yourself? Why would you do
Yeah.
the lip fillers? Why do lip fillers?
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why when black women lips are
Mhm.
voluptuous and it's the things, it's embedded in all the things if you see. They're just infatuated with us, but the fact that they just can't be like, oh my God, this is amazing and celebrate it in that way. It's more like let me take it for myself as if I'm the creator of it. You know what I mean? And push it out. Girl, bye.
Mhm.
Girl, bye. I was talking to my husband.
Okay.
We had a long conversation about it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous, and it's just really sad that at this very moment in 2026, that these are the things that we still have to deal with. And my thing is, don't y'all know by now there's nothing you can do to knock us down.
Absolutely
You know what I'm saying? We are always gonna get back up. We're always gonna get back on 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? And it just really be killing me when people do things like this to try to prevent us from succeeding and being successful. It's and she just came to find out that you're only hurting yourself, ma'am. You really are. We all could get this bread. You know what I'm saying? You included if you would have went about it the right
right
way.
way.
And it just really be killing me that they just hate to see us win, and it's sad. And for her to go and do that, I just really want to know like what was going through her mind when she was like, you know what? I'm gonna trademark
Right.
hot girls read. And
And
nobody's
nobody
gonna be able to all the other businesses before me, no. They're gonna have to take it off the market. They're not gonna be able to sell their stuff. Like, what was you thinking when you
where
decided to do that? And
who did you consult?
who
Who
right,
like,
who
who did you
didn't tell you?
consult? Who didn't tell
Do
you that
you
that
know?
wasn't the right decision to do?
Yeah. I just shook my head because at this point, that's all I can do is shake my head. Nothing
I know.
amazes me anymore.
It doesn't.
Nothing.
I felt like this was just I said, "Oh my god, what another Tuesday." I
Mhm.
was just like, "Wow,
Yeah,
wow, wow."
it's just
They
crazy.
never learn. They would never learn.
Yeah,
She
I
learned the hard way
really,
though, because
yeah, she
baby, the
did.
way that the girls when they found her page, and you
Mhm.
click on one of her little her photos, and the girls is up under there just eating her ass
Now you
alive.
know they gonna eat her up.
I mean, it was
We seen them.
constantly
They
under
eat
there.
anybody up. They
I
don't
love it though
discriminate.
because that baby, she deserved it. She did.
Mhm.
That was
She did.
you know how people say, "Bitch, we hope you never make another dime in your whole damn life." I said, "Girls, girls, I love it." Yes, honey. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
huge I can't believe that whomever she filed it with, the trademark was actually approved because we
Yeah.
know that she did not come up with that term. We know
Mhm.
I didn't get I mean, if you wanna go all the way back, hot girls started with Juvenile and them. You know what I'm saying? Meg if you out with the hot girls, we on fire. I mean, that's the first time I heard hot girl.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I would say who coined it and made it a thing was Meg Thee Stallion,
Mhm.
right? That's when you start getting hot girl summer, hot girl. You like, yes,
Mhm.
bitch. You know, so and even Meg Thee Stallion ain't out here trademarking the
You're
motherfucker.
right. Okay.
Damn. Right.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I say I don't know what be wrong with these people's brains, but they really need to get it together. Cause baby, the girls gonna eat you up. They find out, oh, it's over for you. It's a
I'm
wrap.
telling you,
And it
greed.
ain't you don't got nothing to do with your skin color. You could be
No.
black, purple,
Yeah,
blue.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing
Oh, they go
something that's not
oh,
right, they
honey,
gonna
they
eat
gonna
your
pull
ass
your
up.
ass on they gonna put you on
Mhm.
in the hot
That's what
seat.
I do love about this community. They gonna check you
Mhm.
and make you rethink. So yeah, I just thought that was quite interesting, and I'm glad that the girls got on her ass about
No,
it.
because now it's being reversed. I love the
Yeah.
update that we got. Yeah, girl.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
keep it up, book community. These are the
I love
positive things
it.
that we want to see
Yes, look how
in the book
everybody
community.
came together. We
Yeah.
love it. Yes,
Yeah.
girl.
So yeah. All right, y'all. That's all I got. You got anything else you want to talk about,
I
friend?
have nothing, y'all. That's
All
it.
right, that is it for this episode of the Book Bestie podcast. Now, next week we will have a guest, a male author. I think this is our first male author on the show, Kevin
Mhm.
Ross.
All
We're
right.
going to be talking about his psychological thriller called The Sixth Floor, and this is his first novel. So we're going to get into conversation with Kevin Ross about that next week. So if you guys want to read it to be prepared for next week's show, it is on Kindle, I believe, Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, stay tuned for next week, and we will see you guys later on the Book Bestie podcast.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.